Cricket time now on the Sportsmax Zone. Captain Joe Root and Dawid Malan are set to resume batting when day 4 action in the first Ashes test against Australia starts this evening Caribbean time, 6:30 in fact, 7:30 Eastern Caribbean time. Malan will resume on 80 and Root on 86, with England 58 runs away from having the Aussies bat again. On day 3, Australia posted 425 in their first innings, led by Travis Head with 152, his third test ton. England then closed on 220 for 2 with Root and Malan so far putting on 159, unbroken for the third wicket. Ricardo Chambers recaps day 3.
Australia resumed day 3 on 343 for 7. Travis Head and Mitchell Starc at the crease. All eyes on Head as he eyed his second test score in excess of 150. The left-hander reaching the milestone of 143 deliveries.
He hammers it out to the boundary for 4. And that will take him past 150. Travis Head.
The 27-year-old last man out for 152, 9 short of his career best. Australia 425 all out, a first innings lead of 278 runs. So England had their work cut out to even stand a chance of saving this test. And the Aussies were in no mood to let up.
Go straight, hit in front, they like it, given!
Joe Burns saved by DRS.
He survives.
But the left-hander didn't last long.
Edged, is it taken by Carey? An outstanding delivery. A wonderful build-up from Cummins. An impact in the first over after the break.
England 23 for 1. Then there was this close shave for Dawid Malan.
Goodness gracious. He must have thought he had 400 there.
Malan surviving, but not Hasib Ahmed. Tickling one down the leg side, the right-hander contributing 27. England 2 for 61. Australia may well have sensed blood at that stage, but Captain Joe Root and Malan proved resolute.
Shot. Really well played. Crisp timing from the England captain.
Root bringing up his half-century. Malan following shortly after.
50 for Malan. It's been a patient innings. His 8th Test 50 and one of great importance to his country.
Root and Malan putting on an unbeaten 159 for the third wicket, and although there were some nervy moments,
very nearly well. Hearts in mouths for England fans. But he gets away with it, Joe Root. He had a little flirt, the final ball of the day.
England are within 58 of making Australia bat again. Root 86 and Malan 80, set to resume on day 4, with this slow burner well poised to heat up.
Yeah, so let's hear now from Malan urging caution despite his team's fight back.
I think we learned that in the last series, that as soon as we think too far ahead, you open the door for them, and they're so brilliant at sort of closing that door for us. So, you know, I think that first hour is really important for us tomorrow, and then we can start thinking about how well we can play. But we need one more good 100-run partnership to put a good score on the board, and, you know, who knows.
Meanwhile, Australia's Marnus Labuschagne says the Aussies understand what needs to be done.
Feeling in the dressing room and change room is very calm. Like you said, it's Test cricket. You never expect any Test nation, especially when you're playing England in the Ashes, to come in and roll over and you're going to knock them over. You know, Test cricket's a grind. It's meant to be hard. Otherwise, it wouldn't mean so much to both countries. So for us, it's just a day at the office, and we make sure we come back tomorrow. And you know, review our plans and our how we bowled today, and come up with some ideas and get those last 8 wickets.
Yeah, so not for the first time in an Ashes series we've seen resilience displayed by either of these two teams, and George and Mariah, the English, showing that they aren't about to, you know, just lay down and allow the Aussies to roll over them.
Well, I did say that in my prediction when we spoke about England. I know that, you know, that was just a one-off, and it's no way that they were going to come back to the crease and do the same thing again and make the same errors. What I will say, though, is that Joe Root has put his hand up. He's been having a very special year where Test cricket is concerned, and rightfully so, because he is the #1 Test batsman. batsman. He's put his hand up for his team as the captain and said, you know what, we're not going to make the same mistakes again. So I think he's leading by example. And who else to be his partner than Dawid Malan, who has, you know, complimented him really good at the crease.
Look, for all that they've done so far, the Englishmen in this second innings, because the first innings was so poor, and then the Aussies capitalized fully when they took bat. If England make 200 runs more, so if they add 200 to the 220 that they have on the tins already, that's 420 for 2. Australia will still only need 142 to win the game.
Yeah.
And I know that anything can happen on a fourth innings pitch. But every self-respecting test team, and I'm looking at you, West Indies, every self-respecting test team playing at home would expect, no matter what the conditions, to make 142 runs to win a test match. So I'm just saying that with where the match is poised, I think if you offer England 200, if you say, well, if it were possible to say to them, let's start the day's play and give you 200 runs on the 220 you have, and give the Aussies 80 overs, or 60 overs, or 50 overs to get the runs required. They take it, because 200 runs from now is not even guaranteed. But I'm just saying, the way the Aussies have done so far in this game, so because of the quality of England's fight back, it looks as if it's a competitive game now. No, the Aussies are still in firm control of this, because 200 more runs only gives them a winning target of 142 to make.
Yeah, I take what you're saying, George, but I have to say, based on how embarrassing the English were in the first innings, you know, it's notable that we discussed the bounce back. I have to say, though, I feel extremely sorry for Rory Burns. I feel after he was bowled in that first ball, fix your face. After he was bowled in that first ball, George, it seems like he hasn't come back, because mentally it has really messed with him. Have you seen him drop catches? He dropped the catch of Warner.
Mariah, do you know how much Rory Burns gets paid?
You know, I'm not concerned about
Yes, you should be. There's no way you should feel sorry for a professional at the top end of cricket who can't rouse himself to meet the challenge head on, who shirks away from facing the first ball because he's mentally all over the shop. You're not sorry for him. You hope England get through the game and they drop him for the second test.
George at this
no,
moment.
not being Lance. Hold on. Let's ask Lance. Are you sorry for Rory Burns?
I'm talking about the comeback in the cricket.
No. We're talking about what you said.
We're not talking about the man's money.
No. All right. We're talking about what you said. You said you are sorry for him. Yeah. Are you sorry for Rory Burns?
I am not, but I understand.
Thank you very much.
I understand what Mariah is saying.
I'm sorry not because of how much money he's
then the only way I can disagree with you, because I understand.
She feels his pain. George, all she's saying is that she feels his pain.
But I'm saying that it is not prudent to feel pain for an experienced professional at the top end of their game.
The fact is, Mariah's heart is a lot softer than yours.
And you know what? The next time something happens to you, I'm not feeling sorry for you. You're a top professional, and all right.
And I welcome it. Let me ask you something. Lance Whitaker
don't be bringing Lance in.
Hold on. Lance Whitaker, of near 40 years experience in this vocation, makes a series of errors one day in a broadcast. Are you going to feel sorry for him?
No, he's just having a bad day.
Why are you feeling sorry for Rory Burns? It's the same thing.
Talk to him now.
Can I say something else, though? Is part of England's flourishing due to the fact that Josh Hazlewood didn't bowl after tea yesterday? Because Hazlewood is the steadiest of the Aussie fast bowlers. I'm not saying he's the best, but he's the steadiest.
He's a sky blue.
Yeah, he's steady. I mean,
Mitch Stark to answer your question.
Yeah, Mitch Stark is up and down.
Mitch Stark bowled rubbish yesterday, for sure. You are correct.
None for 13 off 8 overs. Didn't bowl after tea. I don't know if he's carrying a niggle or something, but I think his absence after tea would have been welcomed by the England batsmen.
Yes, and so there were less questions asked of them.
Yes.
Rory Burns needs to be dropped for the second test, is what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not feeling sorry for a millionaire cricketer.
It's my time to say, and it's time to release our fifth moment from our collection of 21 from 2021.
It is a series victory for the ages. Given all that has been stacked against them, coming on the store to Bangladesh.
What about that catch, Vish? Have a look at that catch. It's an excellent catch. Outstanding effort from Raheem Cornwall, and look at him go. Jamil Warwick, and knowing what a win, what a performance. Congratulations to West Indies.